Hola amigos, this is Level 12, and today we are going to be discussing the origins of the infamous anime Boku no Pico. Now, before you get your pitchforks and crucify me, I don't like this anime in any regard, not even as a piece of art, as some people claim it is. I watched it around the 2015-2016 era of the YouTube anime community, which we will discuss. This video is meant to exercise it from my mind. So, speaking of the 2015-2016 era of anime YouTube, why is it so important? Well, it really helped bring the anime from the brink of obscurity, with popular YouTubers such as PewDiePie, the Anime Man, and Misty/Crenexia doing watch-along/reactions to the episodes. However, this was not the first introduction to it to YouTube. According to Wikipedia, where most of this information lives, so don't kill me, in 2010 an unidentified male YouTuber compared the anime to selling his soul to Satan, and from that point on, Boku no Pico found its place in anime meme history. Now, seeing as I couldn't find this video, being because it's like a decade old, and likely taken down by either the YouTuber or YouTube, the company themselves, we should remember to take these claims with a grain of salt. Yet, considering I've seen videos as old as 2011 of Boku no Pico stuff, I'm willing to, give some validity to this statement. Now, if you've been blessed up to this point without having known who or what Boku no Pico is, please click off now. I don't want to be responsible for anyone being traumatized. Still here? Great. So now I'm going to talk about what Boku no Pico is in a brief, YouTube-friendly description of the episodes. So episode 1 aired September 7th in 2006 as an OVA anime, which means it was originally released as a video. The first episodes includes Pico, Pico's grandfather, and a grown man named Mokun that takes an interest in Pico. Heavy emphasis on the word interest there. Originally, Moku thought Pico to be a girl, yet isn't deterred when he finds out Pico is a boy. However, conflict, yes, this anime has conflict, arises when Pico wants to be treated as more than just an object. Pico then runs away and cuts his hair, only for Moku to find him, and they reconcile, I guess. What you can call reconciliation. Episode 2 aired roughly a year later in 2007. This episode includes Chico and his sister along with Pico. By the way, Chico's sister is never given a name. Chico and his sister live in the isolated countryside, meaning they have nothing to do and are bored out of their skulls. Chico runs through the forest without clothes on, prompting Pico, the older of the two boys, to introduce him to things. There's also a scene where Pico and Chico spy on the sister doing things, if you catch my drift. Episode 3 aired in 2008, where Pico and Chico meet a third boy, Coco. I've only ever seen the first 10 minutes of this one, and there's a weird wordplay going on, which is why I didn't watch it, because the subtitles were insane. Coco looked very effeminate, even more so than Pico and Chico, and started to create a rift between the boys. However, all is reconciled atop Tokyo Tower, where they do a weird triangle thing. So, how did this hateful thing come into existence? Well, the two main creators behind it are director Katsuyoshi Yataba and Katsuhiko Takayama, and the animation studio was Natural High. I'll talk more about these three men in the studio in a second, but just a general question I had was why? Why did they make this? The only concrete answer I got was that they wanted to make the first ever Shotacon anime for Shotacons, which is a fancy term for pedophiles. Great, so we have pedobait. However, it did get past test viewers. The Wikipedia was very clear in stating that this did go through test viewers, which is very strange to think about, but what do I know? So let's talk about the director, Katsuyoshi. He's directed a handful of other anime, but his claim to fame is most definitely Boku no Pico. His other notable works include a few Gundam shows and an ecchi called Dirty Pair. He's also worked on a couple kid shows, one of them called Hula Kappa, which is very strange. Originally, I couldn't find any other off-brand stuff like Boku no Pico until I saw that he worked on an anime called Shonen Maid Kurokun, an off-brand about a young boy becoming a maid to pay off his father's debt. No, I haven't watched it, but my anime list does classify as an R-rated movie, and who did he work with on it? Why, the writer! Katsuhiko Takayama. But that's not the best part. No, not at all. Takayama not only worked on these two god-awful shows, but also Future Diary and the original Fullmetal Alchemist, two staples of the anime community this man had a part of. It's so weird. I don't want to think about it too long, and I absolutely hate it. Now for the studio that made this, Natural High. It only ever worked on the Boku no Pico franchise and the shonen made Kurokun. Gee, I wonder why. I mean, they made such memorable shows. Not to mention, when I first watched the episodes, a small disclaimer would pop up at the top of the episode stating that the creators did not support nor condone illicit act with minors. Originally, I thought this was put by the animation company, but I think it's the people that put in the subtitles, if you, couldn't tell. Also, it was in English. I don't know why I thought this was the animation company. But, I digress. Other notable things to mention about this anime is that it got a manga spin-off by Aoi Madoka, which is the only thing this person has ever done, and the magazine Hana Ota, which, if you look that up, you'll find a singer now, so congrats to that person. It ran in the May 2007 issue. The producer also released a music CD with 30 minutes worth of songs and 8 music videos, I believe, with Pico and Chico in them. Lastly, a visual novel was made starring Pico, Chico, and Mokun. If you would like to learn more about that, feel free to check out Weebaloo's video linked in the description below. That's who this person on screen is. It's very informative. Well, I hope you enjoyed this trash fest that was the history of Boku no Pico. I now recommend everyone to bleach their eyes in browser history. In any event, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe for more random fandom things. Ciao, chicos. And not, it's Chico as in guys in Spanish, not Chico as in Chico from the show.